Hello everybody, welcome back to another video with Lim Reviews. So today I'm super excited because I've just got my hands on the Poco X3 Pro. Now bear in mind that this device actually was launched about 2 months back and I've already done my full review, but that was the black version, and today I actually got my hands finally on the gold version that I have here. So in this video, it's just going to be pretty straightforward. I'm going to be unboxing this guy right here, the Poco X3 Pro in gold. Apart from that, I'm just going to give you a quick recap over how it has been over the past 2 months. But before I start that, I just want to say that I got my Poco X3 Pro here from Malaysia for about RM899, and that is equivalent to about just $220 US, which is very, very affordable. So in my opinion, this guy right here is still the budget king. In fact, it's way better than many more of those mid-range smartphones being launched after this. But yeah, first and foremost, let's check out the phone itself. So if you notice, I've already cut it open because yes, I have set it up, but we're just going to go through it one by one as usual. So first up, obviously you do get a packet of accessories right here. You get your standard silicone case. You also get a couple of manuals, and most importantly, you do get that sticker pack together with the Poco X3 Pro. So just going to put that there, and yep, we do have the device itself here. Again, we're just going to put it on the table for now. And last but not least, we do have, as usual, the charger and the cable in the box. So that's pretty awesome. But yes, my main focus here, as usual, is still the device itself. It's the Poco X3 Pro. In case you've forgotten, the device does come with a Snapdragon 860, 120Hz LCD display, UFS 3.1, and a huge battery. So this is quite a lot of features that you're getting for the price, guys. So let's just go with it. And there we go. This is the Poco X3 Pro in gold. So like I said, I've been using the black version, but I've always wanted to get the gold, and I finally got my hands on this guy, and it looks really good, guys. It has this sort of copper kind of look here, and it's very unique because this is not a color that you commonly see on most other devices today. So on the sides here, it is a very nice matte-ish feeling, and in the middle here, you have this rather large Poco branding. To be honest, I'm not too huge a fan of huge brandings, but I'll bear with this one. Apart from that, you still get that very nice circular shape camera at the top. On the sides here, everything is also in gold, as you can see here. So I'm not like a gold fanatic, but this color was rather unique. Very reminds me of the blue Poco that I got. I didn't want to go with the mainstream black or white, so I just went with that. But yeah, we're going to focus back on the Poco X3 Pro here. So like usual, you still get your headphone jack, a Type-C port, and all that. And this device, guys, has still been one of the best devices that I have used in terms of mid-range device. Alright, so I'm just going to move away from all the accessories and we're going to focus on this device right here. So even after 2 months, we finally get the update to MIUI 12.5.2. You can actually see it right here. So it comes with a much snappier experience. Everything is just so much smoother on the Poco X3 Pro. And like I mentioned, guys, this is still one of the best budget devices you can get out there. And just a quick one, I actually have the OnePlus Nord CE right here, which costs almost double the price of the Poco X3 Pro, but comes with almost half the performance. So just in case you're wondering, this is how good the Poco X3 Pro is all about. Alright guys, so after using this for 2 months, what is my main feedback here? So I won't go through every single detail because I've already done that in the full review, but I just want to sum this up, my experience. So far it has been really good here. Like I said, with the upgraded 12.5 MIUI, everything is much smoother here. I do hope that the next version of the Poco X3 Pro or Poco X4, for example, comes with an AMOLED display, because the LCD display here is still a little bit lacking in terms of punchiness for the colors. But I absolutely still love this display because of that 120Hz, guys. It's so quick here. So you can see naturally everything launches up pretty fast as well. Even in apps, it's just gliding through. So it's a very nice and pleasant experience. This is still one of the best LCD displays, I would say, just in terms of that refresh rate, because we do have 120Hz. But yes, do hope for that AMOLED display. In terms of performance-wise, I do have a couple of my usual games that I always play here. My Mobile Legends, Subway Surf, Need for Speed, PUBG, and all that. And the good news here is that for Mobile Legends, for example, you can actually go all the way to Ultra in the graphic settings. So that is something that I like. Yep, the game is just starting up, and you heard that rather loud sound, and that is because, yes, I still very much appreciate the stereo speakers that we're getting on this device right here, which is very, very loud, guys. So that is definitely something that I want to emphasize as well. for the Poco X3 Pro. Now the only other thing that I think is a little bit lacking here would probably be the cameras at the back. So just going to flip the device to the back for now. We do have a set of cameras here, quad camera setup, a main sensor, an ultra wide, a macro, and a depth sensor. But again, this camera here is okay at best. It's alright. It does pretty well during the day. Even at night, it takes some pretty decent shots, but you cannot expect some flagship level camera here. Of course, this is just an RM899 device, but still very happy that we have a pretty good set of sensors at the back here. So that's one thing that you need to take note of. Another tiny thing that I didn't really like about the X3 Pro right here is that you're not able to have vibrations when you hit the back button. So what I mean by that is when I slide in from the sides here, generally I would prefer to have like a slight vibration to get that feedback on the sides, but it is not configurable on the Poco X3 Pro. So that just affects the performance or the user experience just a little bit. But yeah, that's just a small thing, guys. Everything else just flies. It's one of the best, if not the best budget device that I've used so far right here that comes with mid-range specifications. Last but not least, guys, the battery for this device here over 2 months has definitely very much held up. Again, this is my new device here that I mentioned, but I still have my 2-month-old black Poco X3 Pro. But yes, battery life has still been very strong on this device here, and charging speeds are still very much up to the standards of today, which is pretty quick. I think it's about just slightly 1 minute under 1 hour to get from 0 to 100%. So yeah, that is what you can expect with the Poco X3 Pro. Again, if you're in the market for a device under 1,000 ringgit or approximately $250, there is really no other device you can choose from except the Poco X3 Pro, because it just comes with all the features that you might want to check out in the device. Last but not least, before I go, just want to show you guys a quick Geekbench score, because I have it right here. So again, comparing it to a device that is almost double the price, you notice that the Geekbench scores here is actually way off by quite a fair margin right here. So right away, you can see that in terms of the scores right here, the Poco X3 Pro is just miles ahead of the competition. So yeah, that's just something that you should think about when you want to buy your next smartphone. But yes, I'm sure many of you are already using the Poco X3 Pro. If you're having a Poco X3 Pro, let me know how your experience has been. Has it been as good and as pleasant as myself? Or if there are other bugs or situations that you are not happy with, let me know down in the comment section below, guys. And I'll be very happy to see you guys in the next one. Bye!